everybody. Welcome to, I think this is episode 25 or 26 of the Hello Grace podcast. I am your host, Sarah Stevens. So, it's been a week. It's been one whole week and a day since I podcasted last, and I'm really excited to be back doing it. Again, I promised I would, and here I am. Let's see. So you can find me on Ravelry as Sarah Stevens, and you can find me on Instagram as graceblend_wool. So anyways, thank you to new viewers and thank you to returning viewers. It's been really fun catching up with all of you again after such a long period of time that I didn't record. So I'm enjoying this all over again. I kind of don't know where to look where this camera is, so just bear with me as I'm figuring this out. I'm tilted my phone this time a different direction than I had it last time, and I'm hoping that it fills the screen better on like the TV or the computer. I feel like a newbie, even though I've been doing this for like 5 years now. It's ridiculous. Anyways, today is Sunday, March 10th, 2019, and today is my birthday. It's been such a fantastic birthday weekend. So I guess we'll just jump right in and talk about what I've been doing, because I don't have a whole lot to show you guys, I don't think, as far as amount of projects go, but I do have 2 birthday gifts I want to show you that I got this weekend, and my progress on my Comfort Fade cardigan, which I'm really excited about, actually. So anyways, so this weekend was a weekend full of soccer, and we drove over on Friday up to, it was a little crazy, actually. My oldest daughter wanted to go to that Brandy Melville store, so it's over by the University of Washington. So we drove up there and we hit the cutest outdoor mall ever. We didn't really get to stay for very long. I definitely do want to go do a little shopping there at some point, probably not spring break, but maybe over the summer, make it a day trip or like just a real quick overnight weekend trip. They had so many stores that we don't have and that I'd never even heard of. And the campus was just beautiful over there, and the outdoor mall was beautiful. I don't know, I really kind of fell in love with that little area. So we did that, and we didn't stay for very long. We went to a couple stores. Obviously, we went to that one and then a couple other ones as well. And then we booked it out of there and tried to head over to, where were we? Silverdale, Washington. And we ended up, my GPS on my phone ended up taking us to catch the ferry, which was fine. In theory, it was fine. And unfortunately, there was so much construction down there. We couldn't figure out how to get on the ferry for almost a half an hour. We went one block after another block after another block, and we just had to keep circling and circling and circling, because every time we would go, and they're like, oh, turn right to the ferries. And then it would be all blocked off. And so we'd have to do another huge loop and add another block into the mix. And finally, we get on to the ferry. We're so excited because the ferry is supposed to leave at 4:30. It's like 4:15 and they're loading, and we made it into the line that's loading. And then we get to the very front of the line and the gal pulls the rope across, and we missed the ferry. we missed the ferry by 1 car. Had we not probably spent 20 minutes trying to get on the ferry, we would have actually made it on the ferry in time. So then we had to sit there in our car for an hour, which was fine. The kids were a little tired and grumpy, and we still had ways to drive. But what do you do? So we played with Snapchat filters the entire time and introduced my dad to that. He got to go with us, and so that was fun. And we took the ferry ride, and I tried to post some pictures, and I guess I posted them a million times on my Instagram stories of just the view. The ferry ride was beautiful, and it was happening right at sunset. And it took an hour. And so we did that, and then we made it to our hotel, which was fantastic. And then the next day we had basically the next rest of the day to go shopping and hang out before the soccer game, and down a little ways kind of by Tacoma. And we went and did some shopping, and my son stayed back at the hotel to go swimming and with my dad. And then the girls and I, we went and hit the Kitsap Mall, and it was a lot of fun. And they surprised me. We went into this one store, and I was trying on an outfit. And while I was trying on an outfit, the two of them purchased a birthday present for me, and I didn't even know it, and they hid it from me until today. So I got to open it, and I wanted to show that to you because it's so very special, and it was so thoughtful, and I love that they went to all of that trouble to make it happen. So it came in this cute little box. It says Heart Mom, and I've got my earrings in here, so I'll dump it out, but it's just this cute little box. And it is a tiny little ring dish, and it just says Heart Mom. I don't know if you can see that. This kind of has a glare. There we go. To keep my rings in. I don't have anything like this, and I always take my rings off at night, and I just stick them up on the shelf. And so it was so thoughtful and so sweet. So they gave me that, and that was a blast. And just seriously made me cry because I had no idea. And no one asked them to do it. They just did it all because they wanted to. So anyways. And then another birthday present, I got a couple really fun insulated wine glasses. I got 2 of them, and they have like little lids. I'm actually having a glass of Cabernet Sauvignon right now. And it's one of, I like this cab. It's not too terribly expensive. You can get it at Total Wine, and it's, yeah. So anyways, Radius is the brand name. Anywho, so we did that. The girls had a fantastic soccer game. The very first game they won. I think it was 2-0. And then the second game they tied, but they were exhausted and they had no subs. Anyways, on with what I worked on the entire weekend. I did not knit on anything else, right? There was a lot of driving time that happened, but I did get quite a bit of progress done on my Comfort Fade cardigan, and I am so pleased. The only thing I'm really a little worried about is because I didn't have a measuring tape with me, kind of was eyeballing things, and I'm really a little worried that it might be a little too short or something. I don't know. I literally threw everything out of the car. One kid is in the bath, and the other one is downstairs unpacking, and the other one is hanging out with a friend, and I plopped down here to podcast really quick with you guys. So I haven't even had a chance to really like formally try it on or measure or anything. But anyways, and it is connected to a ball of yarn right now, and I'm knitting it like inside out for the sleeves. But here we go. Here is my cardigan. Here. Let's see if I can get it so you can kind of see the fade. There we go. Stand farther back. Okay, there we go. This is where I'm at. And I've got a little bit of the arm going. Yeah, so I love it. Love it so much. My favorite is this bottom part down here. Originally, I had texted Sarah of Sarah Craft Yarn, and oh my gosh, she has a podcast now, Sarah Craft Studios, and she started it last week, so go check her out. She's already done episode 1, and she's going to be filming episode 2 this week. So kind of fun and exciting in between our Fiber Girls podcast. I love that we're kind of all getting back to the swing of things. It's really, really fun. Anyways, I was texting her on the drive down there. I was like, I really wish I would have had this darker color that I had contemplated bringing, and I still kind of wish I had it, but I know that if I were to have put it in there, it it would have been the only semi-solid in my whole sweater. And I think even though I wanted that darker color, I think it actually would have been out of place. So it's probably best that I didn't add it, but I love it. And oh, and this is the other side. Isn't that interesting how different that looks? I love it. So there you are. That is all I've worked on. I have these little bits and bobs of yarn left. I definitely have enough to do both sleeves. Some of the yarn I'm not thinking is either, I don't even know if it's gonna make it into the collar. And my plans are to start with the lightest color yarn that I have and try and do the collar a light color the whole entire time and not really have any of this darker color. Like I was thinking maybe this would be only on the bottom of the sweater and on the sleeves, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm not entirely sure if that's what I'm gonna do or not, but that's kind of what my initial thought process was. I would love to know what you think, if that's a good idea or if I should have that darker speckle in the collar as well, like Andrea Mowry does. And though, for those of you who don't know this sweater, I'm sure you all do, but just in case, you know, you never know. And it's a black and white picture, so it definitely does not do it justice. And I'm pretty confident based on this picture that I did knit the ribbing of my sweater too short, but whatever, right? It'll be fine. But I'm knitting the Comfort Fade Cardi, and it's by Andrea Mowry, and it is a paid for pattern. You can find it on Ravelry. There you go. It kind of fades into the colors, and I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled with my color choices. I cannot wait to get it done. And the rate I feel like I'm going, I'm probably gonna have this sucker done by the end of the month, definitely. Yeah, I didn't knit on it at all on Saturday, not a single stitch. So everything I worked on was Friday on the way to the west side of Washington, and then Sunday on the way home. Today, I literally bound off the ribbing and I did this much of the sleeve in the car. So, and I didn't even knit the whole time. Like I kind of was tired. I maybe knit for 2 hours or something like that. 2 of the 7. I don't know if it was 7. It felt like 7. So anyways, that's all I've been working on. It's been a lot of fun. I think I talked a little bit about last podcast how I'm really gonna focus the whole month of March on finishing a lot of the things that I have going. Because I find that I end up having too many works in progress going at a time, and I don't make a whole lot of progress from week to week. And so March is just gonna be kind of that main focus to finish what I'm already working on. I know there's a million other things that I want to cast on, but I'm gonna refrain from doing that in March. April, on the other hand, is fair game in my book, and so I've already kind of been planning what I want to cast on in April, which is so funny. I have so many things to finish that I really should take April to finish things too, but whatever. Yeah, so I definitely think I'm gonna cast onto another sweater. Who am I kidding? I know I'm gonna cast onto another sweater. The question is whether or not I'm going to use stash yarn or dye some yarn. I'm really leaning towards using stash yarn. I loved pulling 7 skeins out of my stash this time and using them, and I'm pretty much gonna use all of the bits of them. And really working on using up my stash. I mean, I loved that yarn when I dyed it or I bought it years ago, some of it back in 2015, if you remember from last episode. I had those 2 skeins from Unwind Yarn Company that I purchased in December of 2015 that I had not used yet. So I really do want to focus on knitting down my stash. I think it'll make it a little bit more enjoyable when the time comes that I have a smaller stash and I get to purchase something for a big project and knit it right away. I don't know. I think it'll be good. So I'm really kind of focusing on that. Guys, I really don't have anything else to say. I tried to visit this yarn shop that is over in Silverdale. It's called Knit Together. And I was so excited about it because it's just this cute looking little shop online. I feel like if I lived close by, it would be like my favorite spot. And I really wanted to go in there and meet the owners and purchase something from them, or just get a feel for what kind of yarns, and they show the brands of yarns that, but you know, it's just going into different yarn shops whenever you're on vacation is just fun. I love seeing all the different aesthetics. They were closed. I was so bummed out. We got in way too late on Friday night to even assume that they would be open, and so I didn't even bother looking to see the hours, which is completely my bad. I didn't even look. And then on Saturday I got so excited. We woke up and I had this whole plan. I'm like, okay, we're gonna eat breakfast and then we're gonna go visit that little yarn shop and then we're gonna go shopping. And then I looked on my phone to get directions and it said they were closed on Saturday and Sunday. I was so bummed out. So next time, definitely, I feel like we'll for sure be back in that area. It was really cute. I loved that hotel. I would love to just spend a weekend there for no reason. It would be so much fun. But then I found out that Eric from Sticks Plus Twine was in Carnation, Washington at the same time, and he was up at Tolt. And Eric, if you're watching this, I really tried to figure out how I could work my schedule, but the drive from where I was, you are basically on one side of this giant bank of water, right? You are on one side of, I think it's the Puget Sound right there, one side, and I was on the other side, and it was going to be about an hour and 30-minute drive, which doesn't seem like a lot, but because we had soccer planned out and drive time to get there and how much time should it be there before the game and then to get back, I couldn't even make it work. And I didn't find out until well after we were already into our Saturday plans. And then Sunday we were up by the Canadian border, but once again, like on the other side, and I'm pretty sure you probably were not at Tolt by then. So it was just, oh well. One of these days we'll have to plan a time to meet up because I would love to do that. And if you've never been to the Tolt, it's, for those of you who've never been to Tolt, it's such a cute store. I love that shop. I've only been once, and so I'm sure things have changed drastically since I have been there. But I want to go again. Anyways, guys, this is the shortest podcast in the entire world, but I'm gonna let you go. It is about 20 minutes long and I'm worn out. I've got to finish up the rest of the stuff for the night and get everything ready for school tomorrow. So anyways, I plan on podcasting again this weekend, hopefully on Saturday morning, for those of you who are looking forward to that. If you subscribe to this channel, it does notify you, but you know, I think most of you already are, so that's great. And yeah, so I hope that I see you, I hope to chat with you again next Saturday. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week. I will try and put show notes, what little bits of show notes that I actually have down in the down bar, and then also in the Ravelry group. Yeah, so, all right, well, until next time, have a great week. Okay, I'm filming, let's see it. All right, do you want to do the front ones too? Okay. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, these boxes are cute.
Okay, let's see it, dude. Straight off the goggles. Okay, I'm ready. Oh my gosh.
Okay, that's 3 back flips, now your front flips. 1, 2, 3. 3 front and 3 back.
Good job, you guys.
I want to jump in.
Okay.
Film us jumping in.
Okay, I'm filming you jumping in, and then I'm gonna stop filming. Are you guys gonna jump in together?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Good job, you guys.